Hey guys, it's Brendan and Jace and Rebel here from Las Vegas, Nevada, Heartbreaker Guitars, and welcome to the Heartbreaker Guitars YouTube channel. Okay guys, so today we are talking about the limited edition GNc nylon string crossover from Furch Guitars. It's a cedar top over, you ready for it here? Wow. That is a Macassar Ebony back and sides, and just look at how exotic that looks. It's just amazing. First thing I notice about this guitar, it's because of the Macassar Ebony, this thing's got some weight to it. I would say it's a good maybe 7-8 ounces heavier than a normal acoustic guitar. But,
yeah.
Nylon string, I should say. But anyway, Jace, I'm going to hand this over to you, and let's hear a little bit of this thing, man.
All right.
So, first impressions.
So, this might be my favorite back and side wood for the GNc that we've had, because usually we've got cedar over rosewood, we've got spruce over rosewood. If you remember,
walnut.
Yeah, walnut. We did alpine spruce cocobolo a few years ago as a custom option. But there's something about the density of ebony and sort of like the heaviness to it that really makes the lower end of the guitar sound like powerful and crisp and just dynamic as well. You get down into those. There's like a boldness there that is really excellent when you're doing fingerstyle on a classical guitar, because you want that kind of very powerful low end so that you can hit your bass notes and then. And in addition to that, there's also kind of a cool resonance to it as well. The bottom end, it's not only, you can feel that bass in your chest when you play it, but there's also, again, like a resonance to it. So those low notes are coming through very clearly, and there's not like a muddy low end to it. Everything's very crisp and defined.
Yeah, balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so there's only 10 of these. It is a limited edition, and when Jace and I decided to design these, that was actually one of the reasons we decided on Ebony, because we thought, what can we do that's going to be different, but is going to, complement the style of guitar, the crossover nylon string style guitar that this is, and I think we did okay, Jace, because it's everything you described. It looks beautiful, of course, but it's got that nice low end while maintaining that warmth and that resonance.
Oh yeah,
I think it's really, really turned out good. Now the other ones that we did two limited editions. We did the cedar ebony, and we also did one with a walnut back and sides. What was the top on that? Was that cedar also?
That's cedar as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna get to that one, and we'll do a demo on that one as well. But very unique. Most of the GNCs you find out there from Furch are cedar rosewood, spruce rosewood, but nothing with ebony or walnut. So super cool. Why don't you play for us a little bit, maybe with some fingerstyle, Jace?
Absolutely.
one of the things you touched on earlier that I think really nails it is speaking of the balance of the strings, like the low E doesn't overshadow the high strings. I mean, it just all seems to be perfectly balanced, you know, perfectly EQ'd. And it's definitely a different sound altogether when you're playing fingerstyle, a little softer, not as heavy as an attack when you got to pick, but it just sounds nice and warm and just lovely, man.
Yeah.
Okay, Jace, so we got the cedar top, we've got the ebony back and sides. That's an ebony board, I believe.
Satin mahogany neck.
Right. And now this is a crossover. So I understand crossovers, they have a more modified, more playable nut width. What is the nut width on this one?
This is 1 3/4, which is kind of cool because usually with a crossover, they opt for 1 7/8, which is still a little bit chunkier, but, well, I guess less chunky than your traditional classical guitar, you know, 2-inch width.
Right.
So 1 7/8 is what you find on like a Loudon Jazz, for example. But this one is smaller still. So 1 3/4, which is, you know, your traditional
Like an acoustic.
steel string acoustic. Yeah. And the mindset behind that is essentially that there's less of that kind of switch that has to flip in your brain when going from a steel string to a classical guitar, and makes it a little bit more accessible for people who want to dip into, you know, classical guitar playing without having to kind of change up the form.
Right, right. So, and less of a learning curve, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if you're playing 1 3/4. So.
Right.
Okay, cool. Well, love it, Jace. Thanks for the demo. That's it, folks. That's the GNc limited edition Cedar over Ebony by Furch Guitars, made in the Czech Republic. And thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. This is Rebel. I'm Brendan, and that's Jason on the guitar. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.